Yo, man, sorry. Woke up to fucking hell on earth, so I have to fucking sort out loads of shit, so.
Speaking about hell on earth.
Oh, not more, please.
So, Big Toe's not Mandem, right?
Mm-hmm.
He bought a tuner car yesterday from VLC.
Okay.
He bought it through Diamond Hands and then proceeded to Molotov a Diamond Hand employee per his contract. He now owes 150% of his loan and the car.
Who's Diamond Hand employee? Eve?
Eve, correct.
Jesus Christ,
so I
this whole
just
same fucking situation.
Dean says he doesn't care, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's not an issue with you.
Is that per the contract, the Diamond Hand, I guess, right? If you fucking damage an
if
employee
you,
or
if you
hurt an
threaten,
employee.
if you hurt an employee, if you are like physically harassed, like all that shit. You
have you heard the fucking story on the situation or
not? It's just
because
logistics.
What
it comes down to.
Toll isn't Mandem. I actually don't fucking care. But what I do care about is principles and fairness in the city.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say
if Toe went up and punched them in the face because they were talking shit, whatever. If you Molotov someone because someone's talking shit.
But what if she's with someone who is holding a gun and is saying, yeah, go on, shoot them? Is that not then fair for Toll to retaliate? And if Toll didn't actually throw the Molotov
did he not
himself,
come back? But he came back later and retaliated, right?
Yeah.
He didn't do it out of like fear for his life, like, oh shit, they're pointing a gun at me. He went and made a decision to go get a Molotov, come back at a later time.
Employees should be doing that anyway, no? Unless they're gang members, I don't think an employee of your company should be going out threatening people or egging someone on to shoot someone.
Sure, I agree. I agree. I don't know. I don't like that's all hard to really say what happened.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware from the story, Toll didn't shoot nor did Toll throw the Molotov. Toll was involved and had the intention of doing so. Not the Molotov, had intention of shooting.
He brought the car that he bought from the tuner shop. So
yeah, I know the whole group did it. I know the exact story from fucking the start to finish. I've heard it 20 times already today.
Well, I'm just saying that's the car that was used. So he was heavily involved in it. He's the one that brought the motherfucker there to do it.
I just told you he had the intention of fucking shooting them both anyway. So the intention's still there. I'm just saying he wasn't actually the person who did it.
I'm still going to talk to him and try to settle with him. I get what you're saying. Someone's egging him on.
Because I don't. The only thing that I'm purely saying it. Take it away from Toll's side of things. Purely on a Diamond Hand and fucking fairness in the contract. I don't think your employees should be egging on others to shoot them or threatening others because then naturally they're going to get fucking retaliation from anyone who's a criminal in the city.
It's hard to and it's hard to prove that either which way, right? Because everything's he said except for the fact that they did get blown up by Molotov.
I'm currently hearing 5 stories that align.
Exactly.
And the 5 stories that align include Lando, who was with Eve.
But again, I agree with what you're saying if it happened all at the same time. The fact that he left and then came back to do it, that's where it changes.
The reason why he left and came back to do it was because they was in Dodo outfits and in Dodo uniform. So by doing it in Dodo, that would affect their relationship with Dodo. And then
it already has, right?
And therefore CG. It has because I'm guessing they went to Dodo and said, "This is what your employees are doing." That's why it's affected it. But I believe they got out of their fucking uniforms and got in their own. But
what I'm saying is, it wasn't. He didn't do it in fear for his life. Like if they're saying, "Hey, shoot this bitch," and then Toe's like, "Fuck that, I'm not getting shot," and then shoots them, I side with Toe. Them saying shoot him, they made a threat. Sure, he still then came back and made a conscious decision that he wanted it.
Yeah, but you kind of set the precedent that basically anyone in your company can threaten anyone in a city, and if they retaliate, then they're going to get fined an extra 50% of their fucking loan. Personally, in my opinion, purely on business level, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it runs. And if that was any of my employees and my contract, I wouldn't let that run. Because that's some like mega mind evil corporation type shit. You know, you could literally scam people out of crazy money just by having employees that go out and do that.
Well, no, I mean, it has to be. That's where it comes down to a judge, right? The judge is the one that
of course
decides who they side with.
Maybe better to meet in like a settlement point of him or whatever. I don't know.
I'm going to. That's why I wanted to. I already told Dean that I was probably gonna try to meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah,
But
I'm just giving a me to you friend type thing, you know, like how I see it. Because I actually don't like, if you find toll, the extra money, I don't care, it doesn't affect me at all in any way, capacity, shape or form.
yeah, it's basically going to be the money or the car is one or the other, because he technically owes 842,000 plus the car for breach of contract. But and this, just to be clear, this money doesn't go to like Eve or Lando or anything.
Yeah, no, yeah, it goes to the business.
Yeah, it just goes to the company's account.
My point is more just like it could come across as a shady business practice to others. And from the story that I know, I would, in a way, consider it that way. And that's me, who's very understanding. So others in the city may think much worse than me.
Yeah, I get what you mean with like egging on and shit. I still don't agree with what he did. I get what you're saying on both sides of it, but I still feel he made the conscious decision to come back and do what he did.
Oh no, he did, for sure. There's no doubt in that.
Because like, even if she's egging on and then if he shot right then and there, even though he did what the contract says not to do, I wouldn't be like.
Would he be aware that she was a Diamond Hand employee? Because I wasn't aware.
And
does that play into it?
I mean, does it? Because I can just say I don't know things, right? So it's hard to really argue that point either.
Yeah,
I could just say I didn't know he was a Mandem fucking artist.
Yeah,
I didn't know. He says it in his song. Does it, like, because she posts on Yellow Pages? Is that enough? Because she posts on Yellow Pages sometimes, is it enough that Big Toe says shit about Mandem Records and this shit for me to know he's Mandem Records? Like, I could just deny it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be. I'll talk to him and see if we can just settle out of court and then go from there, I guess.
Yeah, cool.
I just wanted to make sure that
to know, because I'm fucking like, I've got all my fingers in this whole fucking situation right now, because I'm dealing with Cerberus, I'm dealing with Jaeger and the guild, so.
Gotcha.
Because it's a situation, that bubbled over into both like my gang and Toll. Like Toll's not Mandem, right? But Adam and Ved were also involved in that shooting.
Yeah.
And
I've already told like Lando and Eve, like, they can't do anything to Toe, like in retaliation, or else we can't do anything either. Like, I'm not gonna have it where they can try to fucking ruin the man financially and then go fucking shoot him up.
But they kind of already lost him his place at an event tonight, and they've literally lost him. They got him blacklisted from Dodo because they said, from what I know, they said that he was gonna make a Dodo diss track. So financially, he's already taken a huge hit, because I'm assuming his primary income source is his music and Dodo right now, and as it currently stands, he's lost both of those.
Yeah, I got you.
So those things already occurred.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to everybody again, sort of try to get a little more info, and then go from there. Right?
I
just wanted to get your input, make sure that nothing was an issue on your end.
You're good.
All right, gotcha.
Can you defamation a character in this fucking city? Because we'll run up a whole fucking thing, bro.
Got me talking.